Well, we do a lot of organizing on Cityline, and I love it when we get to go into people's homes to see how they keep things tidy and organized. Dr. Karen Gordon opened up her doors to give us a peek.
I often talk about the importance about being organized, especially with having two little guys who are 5. So one of the things we actually do in our home is a locker system. So we each have our own locker. Thanks, Baron. You can open that up. That's mine, that's Brent's, and this is for the boys. A really simple, inexpensive, got this at a garage sale, and this actually stores all of their stuff, their knapsacks, hats and mitts, and their shoes as well. And also their school supplies. So it's really simple and really inexpensive. And popcorn words. Thanks, Chase. In the boys' bedroom, we really wanted to transform this closet into a great art area for the kids. So Brent had the great idea of actually taking all the kind of stuff out, putting all the clothes up here, put on wooden hangers. I love clothes on wooden hangers. There's a designer from a Cityline designer, makes I think the clothes look a lot nicer.
I wanna do one in there.
Okay, that's fine, honey. You can do it. And then what we did is these magnetic boards are great. They kind of feature different artwork. And then this is their big area. And then this fantastic little cupboard stores all of their art supplies, and it's all labeled. I find that kids do a really great job at following and being organized when there's actually a system in place.
She pulled my tail.
This is their area. The rule is they can basically play here, get all the toys out, but at the end of the day, they do need to put everything back. And this is actually one of the best parts, and for a couple of reasons. It is a theater, so kids can actually do a little play, they can do a little puppet show, but the best part is that it actually stores all of the toys so that the kids know exactly with where they need to be putting everything away.
Make it easy for them. That's what you have to do. Please welcome Dr. Karen Gordon, who's joining us live. I love seeing how people organize. Yes. You get the best ideas. You're saying the closet idea is such a good thing. Use that for, art space, a little desk, and you've got their clothes up top, which
it's actually a lot of times people overlook the closet. I love that art area in their bedroom. I'm telling you, they spend 2 hours in the morning just at that area. That's like their little zone. That's like their little
place.
Office.
I love that.
Yeah.
Well, let's talk a little bit about teaching the organization on to the kids, because this can actually make their lives a lot easier.
And ours.
And ours. I wasn't going to go there, but yeah, and ours, right?
Yeah.
So what do we need to remember when it comes to trying to teach those organizational topics to our kids?
Organization 101. I love this topic. It's one of my favorite topics. And this is one I've been practicing for 17 years with working with teens and kids and parents and families. This is the only thing I can really think of that my philosophy has changed from 17 years ago. 17 years ago, if kids' rooms were messy, I would have told parents just close the door, let them live with the natural consequences. Yeah. But I'm actually finding that there's so many young people that are struggling with organization that this is really a life skill that we've got to teach our kids. So it's really important that we really focus on why is this actually important? We feel better, they feel better, it will save them time, it actually helps them find stuff. And I actually find with our kids that when they are organized, they are more creative because they can find stuff, right? So so I think it's so easy, and I know I can fall into this as well, it's so easy for me to clean it for them. It's a lot faster, but in the big picture, I really want to teach our kids the skills. So it's really important to focus on big picture, number one.
Okay, so number one, they need to learn how to do it. It is a life skill.
Yes.
Number two, you say that we should make a functions list.
A functions list. So really kind of when you're actually doing your kids' rooms, and this is a perfect task to do over March break.
Okay.
When you're actually, so sit down with your kids, if they're 8 or 18, doesn't matter, give them a pen and paper, say let's make a list of how this room is actually going to be used. How is it going to be used? So in our case, it was going to be arts and crafts, we've got the Lego, we've got the dinosaurs, we've got the reading area, but also what are all the different things that you actually have. So you really kind of have to kind of map out exactly how is this room going to be used and for what stuff are we going to store in this room. So you've kind of got a bit of a roadmap.
Okay, and that's obviously going to make things easier.
Yes.
You want a place for everything to go into.
Everything needs a home. Every object needs a home. Every little dinosaur needs a home. Every little piece of Lego needs a home. If they don't have a home and you're not creating a system, then people don't know where to put the things. And I find especially with boys, they do really, really well with systems. So if you actually help to create a system, then they know with what they need to be doing. It just makes everything a little bit easier. So everything needs a home.
Okay, you're a big fan of the label maker.
Oh my goodness, this is one of my best friends. Put your hand up if you've got a labeler at home.
I don't, but I should.
Really?
What's wrong with you people? Just joking. I don't have one either.
That's like only 10%. I can't believe it. I thought this was the majority. You don't have one. Someone, please
I
get
can't
Tracy.
even believe I don't have one
I
because
know.
whenever I see people with them, I drool. Like I drool
Tracy,
with the sticky buns.
this is okay. Brent
I
bought
think
this.
it's amazing.
Brent bought this for me for my
Tell me
Mother's
all
Day.
about it.
It's like $30 or something. It's pretty
Yeah.
inexpensive. I like the pink. Pink's one of my favorite colors. I'm telling you, he got it for me for Mother's Day. I opened it and I spent the entire day going around the house trying to figure out what I could label. Like
Right.
the cupboards are labeled. The every drawer
like the
is
spice
labeled.
racks, the
Absolutely.
everything in the kids' room. You
Absolutely.
saw there were little labels.
There was
in
little
the playroom
labelers.
as
Yes,
well.
the playroom is labeled, and the kids, my twins that are 5, they love using this. So you can
Right.
actually teach them how to use the little things, and then you it just makes everything look really nice, and that way
Yes.
you know what the home is. Now you're putting a label on it, and so it makes it really easy.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna warn you, if your kids get hold of this, they might want to take it because it honestly
course.
it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, no,
Tracy, you have to get
hours
one.
and hours. I would have hours and hours
You
of fun with
would.
that.
So
Absolutely.
much fun.
The other good thing about that is that you're teaching them words.
Yeah,
So I
yeah.
mean, it is good for them to know that this is the basket the
Right.
Lego goes in, but then
Yes.
they're learning how to spell Lego
Yes.
as well, right?
Yes,
Just through the
absolutely.
repetition of it. Setting up a routine, super important, and I
Yes.
know that's one thing I've learned from you on this show that I'm instilling in my kids, and it's success. It's working
good,
so far.
good.
I know they go through ages and stages and things change, but for the most part, Sydney will wake up, he will make his bed badly, and I don't remake it because he told me not to.
Yeah.
So I let him do the lumpy bed. The
Right.
fact is,
The
it's
lumpy
made.
bed.
It's made. He
Yeah.
will brush his teeth, wash
Yeah.
his face, and if it's a good day, get changed
Yes.
into his uniform for
Right.
school
Yeah.
before he leaves his room, which
Oh, it's good.
is awesome.
Yeah.
It's great.
Excellent.
So what do you need to do to sort of set up this organization?
So you want to make, so I mean, the organization is such a big deal. We do actually entire events now about teaching organization, this life
Yeah.
skill at our office, DK Leadership. So it's really, really an important thing. So the best thing I find is build it into the routine. So we wash our face twice a day, we brush our teeth twice a day. Why not try to figure out how we can actually build it into the routine? So for the boys, what they do is they do quiet play in the morning while Brent and I are sleeping, hopefully.
Yeah.
And so in the rules, they tidy it up before they go for breakfast.
Okay.
And then throughout the day, I don't mind the toys being left out because I want them to have that free sense of, free play.
Yeah.
But before they either watch a video at night or before they go to bed, they have to actually clean it up.
Okay.
And I find it takes about 10 minutes. As long as this is a daily routine. It becomes longer if kids are not doing it ongoing. Then it becomes a gigantic
Right.
job.
Okay.
So as long as this is becoming like part of their little daily routine, then it's okay. And I love the idea of before you watch any kind of TV or video, that the room has to be clean.
I
You
like
work
that idea
first,
too.
play second.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Good stuff. Good tips. Let's go to break. More coming up. Stay with us.
You have got